Hello again folks, and I still haven't got a training room, but I've realised that I have been neglecting doing some YouTube videos, and I must admit I've been concentrating on my Facebook page, and a few people have said I haven't seen anything on YouTube, so I thought I'd better do a little video. Unfortunately, I have finished 3 micro layouts over the last few weeks, and 2 of them have gone on to their homes, but this one, as you can see, I'm part of the way through. So, what have we got here? Well, I saw this tin wash tub, and I thought, oh great, nice little thing. Say before we live in the UK, and this little wash tub here was £14, I think it was, made of tin, 2 handles on the side, and I mean it's not a real wash tub, it's just a I suppose people thought they were going to put some plants in it or something like that. Anyway, I've had these little models, which I did do a clip on, bought from Make It with Calvin. These are On18 scale, and I am very pleased with them. They Calvin sold the kits. I say I'm in the UK, Calvin's in America, and got in touch with them. He sent them over. They are really, really clean little kits. The flat cars, I think he calls them. The ones, wait a minute. The ones on the back. Yeah, those 2 little flat cars there. Really, really nice. They don't come with wheels, but I've got plenty of sort of N-gauge old wagons. I just pop the wheels out of there, pop them straight in, and they run really, really well. Nice, clean, nice, very, very nice, clean models. Yes, you just add a bit of paint and away you go. Now, Calvin did make the crane. I don't believe that's available anymore. And I've started this video, and I meant to write down the names of the wagons on the front, and I didn't. I'll make no excuses. I don't know an awful lot about scales and some of the wagons, but those ones there are really nice. Now he still does those, and they work a treat. I mean, considering this is running on N-gauge track, it's On18, so I take it that's O scale, narrow gauge, yeah, O scale. There's very, very little weight in these wagons, and as you can see, I've got a lovely little speed there. Please don't come off now. No, they never have. But I mean, or derail, sorry. But they run really, really smoothly. Now, I have been making quite a number of those fruit tray layouts. So what have we got here? I've said there's a tin tub there. Just cut a piece of plywood or a bit of MDF. Raised the track bed. I thought I did start with the track bed down here. I think if you've seen one of my other videos, you'll see I did a magic roundabout, was it? Oh, and I think I did the Star Wars one. Yeah, I did the Star Wars. I don't know if I've done a film or a video of that. But I thought, yeah, I want it to be sort of rocky, mountainous, and this is the stage I've got to. So I raised it up, and I quite like the look of that. I'm sorry I can't all get it in. It's just white sculpt mould at the moment. In fact, I've seen sculpt mould. I'm always grumbling, aren't I, about the price of things. Sculptor mould is quite expensive here in the UK at the moment, but I was on eBay, and there's a guy on there, can't remember his name, you'll easily find it, and I think he's making his own sort of equivalent, lot cheaper. In fact, what I've done so far, if I put my hand in, just give you an idea of scale, What I've done so far, I have not used a tenth of the bag. I think the bag was about £15. Dries really nicely. Touch of paint, a bit of scatter material, and you've got a nice looking rock side. Now, I'm going to sort of frame this one. I've got a friend of mine, Chris, who's had a lot of, she's had a lot of my small micros off of me. In fact, she's just having the other one. What was it, GN15 scale, I think it is. So you'll know I used a fruit trace. Now I found this one here, Watson Jones Limited, fantastic. 1996, not really so great. Might try and alter that year, but as I say, I'm going to put a frame around it. So we're going to have a mountainous background, and then I'm going to come up with a couple of buildings. In fact, I've already built those. We're going to have like a staging somewhere in here, and then a cabin at the back with a wards tower on it, and yeah, nice. And I will put a sky background around it, and it's a real shame that sort of can't get it all in, because for a small micro layout, it's got a lot of height to it, and that's exactly what I wanted. And yeah, so I keep saying this, I will do more videos as I'm going along. I will try. I do get a bit carried away. As I say, if any of you are interested, and I'm not trying to drum up followers or whatever you call it, but I do use Facebook a lot, and I know people have a love-hate relationship. I certainly do. Get some proper idiots on there, me included. But hey, I do put a lot more clips on there. Yeah, and I suppose that's about it. As I say, I've done 2 other micros since. One was a Star Wars one, and one was a Tom and Jerry one. And I will try and do some clips of those and get them on. Look how smoothly those kits were. That's nothing down to my modelling. That is literally the skills of Calvin. And I'd say, if you want to find any of his models, he's on Facebook. I don't know how else you can find him, but if you put in "Make It with Calvin," he will pop up. Doesn't just do On18, does lots of different scales. I believe his stuff does sell quite quickly, and I think he's always putting on new ideas that he's having, and I think he lets, like I say, this crane one, I know he's not got those anymore. I don't think he has any intentions of doing another run. You can see on the left and the right, I've not started the tunnel mouse yet, so I'll probably get those done and then do another video. And I've got a nice, I don't call it angry sky, but like a dark sky. I'm hoping that's going to work well. Framed in this oldish 1996 weathered or old boards. Yeah, it should look really, really nice. And yeah, not an awful lot, just goes round and round and round. Oh, I am building 3 others. I've got 3 others that I've got in mind, a 7mm, and I think it's the new Bachmann GN7, I think it's called. That's going to be a challenge, because yeah, it's a good size. Anyway, I'm rabbiting on, and I'll probably leave it at there. Happy modelling, folks. I'll let this just run around one more time.